Good afternoon, traders. It's Bill Baruch with Blue Line Futures, and this is the FX Rundown. The day we've all been waiting for. It's about to be here. Fed Chair Powell talks at Jackson Hole tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. Today was a quiet day in currencies, but we had a lot of news. First, Eurozone manufacturing and flash PMIs all came in a little better than expected. Not great numbers, but better than expected. And then the U.S. numbers from flash PMIs missed. And a contraction in manufacturing, 49.9. Not much worse than the 50.5 expected, but it meant something. We contracted here in the U.S., so that's important to know. The dollar index, it's holding above 98, and you got the euro tethered to 111 as we head into Fed Chair Powell tomorrow. If we didn't have him today, we may have had a little more of a directional move. ECB minutes, they're as dovish as expected, but really nothing new there. You have some stimulus packages or some adjustments coming down the pipeline. And again, the other thing that was playing to the markets as well is some of the other Fed presidents, the regional presidents, talking beginning yesterday and earlier in the week at Rosengren. Early this morning you had Kansas City Fed President Esther George, who also dissented with Rosengren, a little more hawkish tone there. Then Dallas Fed President Kaplan talking about he doesn't really want to cut again in September, but he's open-minded. So that overall is a little more hawkish than expected. Now that brings the question, are they playing two sides here? And are they playing more hawkish, and then Fed Chair Powell comes in and is a little more dovish tomorrow? We will have to wait and see. But what we've been talking about is the U.S. data potentially turning a corner, and today was a sign of that corner not getting turned yet. That was, again, bad data. Weekly jobless claims came in just a little better than expected, though. But again, data last week better, this week not so much. So with the dollar index holding 98, it's going to depend where it finishes on a weekly basis. Can we get that breakout on a weekly basis? Same with the euro. Do we get a breakdown on a weekly basis? And it's all going to depend on his comments tomorrow. Then for the yen, a pretty solid session bouncing back, given some of the other landscape, this equity market volatility, but finished really near the highs of the session. Treasuries getting smoked, gold backing off a bit, but overall, the yen did have a decent session. Came off of that support that we've been talking about, and it's building a little bit of a wedge. So watch it. We're going to get a directional move, and we favor the upside here. But again, as it continues to hit down to 93.60, 93.80, whatever area it may be, it's going to continue to weaken that support just a bit. So although we favor that upside, be cautious to the downside. And then for the Canadian dollar, we are holding 75. Your retail sales out of Canada tomorrow morning, 75 is building to be a lot of support. So that some of that immediate uptrend and even intermediate uptrend was damaged a couple weeks back when we broke down through 75.60. Now you get strong resistance, 75.70, and it can't seem to get back above there. It's going to depend on the U.S. dollar tomorrow as well as retail sales. And then the Aussie dollar, another down day. Not surprising. It's in a downtrend. But even the recoveries are just very shallow, really not getting much above 68. You have a wide range of strong resistance, 68 to 68.5 area, and we're tightening up really 68.09, 68.40. But you got to get above there really to neutralize the immediacy of this downtrend. Until then, path of least resistance lower in the Aussie. And again, it's going to depend a bit on what the U.S. dollar does tomorrow and what's the overall risk sentiment. If the dollar increases and you get stocks sell off, without any news pertaining to Australia itself, we could see the Aussie finish on the lows of the week or even new lows on the swing. But give us a call. We're here to talk about anything on the board, 312-278-0500. You can email us info@bluelinefutures.com. You can check our website for updates. You can sign up for a free trial for research there. But remember, futures trading involves substantial risk of loss, and it's not suitable for all investors. Thank you.